Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing okay. Today I'm going to be doing this look that's on my eyes, and it is using the Charlie Betty Beauty The Earth palette. This palette was very kindly sent to me by Charlie Betty Beauty. However, she doesn't know I'm making this video, but she does know that I absolutely love this palette. I've used it twice on my Instagram already, and both times I say how much I love it because it is just so beautiful. So if you want to see swatches of this palette and hear me talk about it and then use it on my eyes and create this full look, please just keep on watching. So first, let's just talk about the palette. The packaging is beautiful. It is black, it says the Earth palette, and it has the logo here. It has clasps, which is amazing. The palette costs, I think, £28, and this is what it looks like. So you get 18 shades, and it's sort of split into 9 green tones and 9 sort of more neutral tones. And today I've sort of gone for the green tones, but I have used the browns on my Instagram before, and I probably will use them on YouTube at some point as well. So it's just such a beautiful palette. I personally like wearing greens on my eyes. My eye colour is sort of grey, but it does have bits of yellow and bits of blue in there, and I think that wearing green and yellows on my eyes really brings out the yellowy tones. So now I'm going to swatch the whole palette. I'm going to go along top row and then second row and then third row. My arm has nothing on it, no primer, no foundation, nothing like that, and I will just put my finger in the shade and then swipe it along my arm once. I will say swatches aren't everything. It doesn't tell you how it's going to perform on the eyes. However, it does give you an idea of what the shade looks like on your skin tone. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on my skin tone, and then I will show you this look. Okay, so this here is the top row. Starting from this end, you have Capricorn, then Virgo, then Foundations, then Bedrock, then Cedar, then either Gia or Gaia, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. The shade Capricorn is beautiful, but it doesn't have much of a base, although I said this to Charlie when I was talking to her, and she said that it's used as a highlight and it's not meant to have much of a base, or as like an eyeshadow topper, and I think that is a beautiful idea, and I will definitely use it like that in the future. This shade here, Foundations, does look a little bit patchy, but I've used it on the eyes before and it's absolutely fine. Same with Gia, they are both absolutely fine on the eyes. Those two shimmer shades are just stunning. Look at how glittery they are. The shade Bedrock has almost like a blue reflect to it that I just think is absolutely stunning. Okay, so this is row number 2. First up we have Jasper, and then Grain, and then Grounded, and then Tourmaline, and then Ivy, and then Patchouli. These are stunning. That shade Tourmaline, I have nothing like it in my collection. I know you can barely really see it. It's this one here. It's just a lovely mint shade. The Jasper, the red, is so stunning, and that shimmer shade Ivy is just beautiful. It's so opaque. And this is our bottom row. Again, starting from this end, we have Taurus, Fool's Gold, Saturn, Venus, Honeysuckle, and Peridot. This is such a beautiful row. I feel like you get an entire look just out of this row. That Fool's Gold shade is beautiful. I have it on my eyes. Same with the Honeysuckle shade, although again that one has a bit less of a base to it. The shade Venus, again, I have nothing like it in my collection, so I should start using that a bit more, but this is just such a beautiful row. I cannot get over that Fool's Gold shade. Look how reflective it is and stunning. I've primed my eyes using the Revolution Prime and Lock eye primer, and I've done my brows using the MUA Brow Define Micro Precision Brow Pencil in mid brown and the Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 3. This is the look we're going to be creating. You've probably already seen it in the intro, but we're going to do it on this eye now. So I'm going to start using a pencil brush and the shade Cedar, and as usual, we're just going to start by mapping out the shape that we want. Okay, I'm not looking to get full pigment right now, so this is looking pretty alright for me right now, but as you can see, it's already very pigmented. It is an amazing palette. Now just going into the shade Patchouli, which is a much lighter green, and I'm just going to go around that shape and just start the blend. Okay, that'll do for now. I know it looks really bad, but this is one of those trust the process sort of situations. Next, I'm going in with this brush and the shade Peridot. I think that's how you pronounce it. I really don't know, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back through those 3 shades and just keep blending them until I'm happy. Okay, so now going in with a much smaller brush, and I'm taking the shade Gia or Gaia. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at pronunciations, but I'm just going to be taking this on the inner and outer corners to sort of get that blend going for the halo eye. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that for right now. I know it still doesn't look great, but again, I will sort of fiddle with it a lot more after I put my base on to make sure I'm happy with it. So for now, I'm just going to cut the crease. I'm going to do it in silence and I'll speed it up, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm cutting the crease using the Make Revolution cut crease canvas in the shade Halo. So I'm pretty alright with that right now. I'm not going to remove it and put it back on because I'm lazy, but using a wiped off brush I will just sort of blend out these edges a little bit. So taking the shade Fool's Gold, which is such a beautiful gold colour, I'm just going to start patting this onto the lid. That's beautiful, and this shade is completely dry. I'm not using a setting spray with it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Ivy, which is a shimmery green shade, just to help blend this gold into the green mattes that we have. Back in with a bit more of Fool's Gold. And then finally, I'm just going to take a little bit of the shade Honeysuckle and just pop that right in the centre of the cut crease, just to help that pop just a little bit more Fool's Gold, just to help it blend in a little bit. I want to put a little bit of Honeysuckle just on my inner corner and on my brow bone as well, just as a highlighter. Okay, and then back to my matte shades. I'm going in with a little bit more of the shade Cedar, just to help blend these corners in a little bit more. And then a little bit of Gia or Gaia. And I think that's it. Do they match? Probably not. But they match enough. I feel like if you were to look at this, it wouldn't be too crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna put my base on now. I think I'm just gonna quickly run through it. I'm not gonna talk much throughout it. I'll just show you what products I'm using, just because the main focus of this video is the eyes, and then I'll come back to the eyes to fix them all up a little bit more. Pixie Skin Blurring Beauty Elixir. MUA Pro Base Long Wear Matte Finish Foundation. Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in shades C1 and C2. Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in 001 Transparent. Makeup Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair CO. MUA Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter in the shade Iridescent Gold. MUA Pro Base Mattifying Fixing Spray. Okay, and now back to the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to start with that shade Cedar again, and I'm just going to run that slightly along my lower lash line, just about 1/4 of the way in. Then going in with the shade Patchouli and wrapping that around and bringing it further in. Then going in with the shade Peridot and bringing that all the way into the inner corner and wrapping it all the way around. I know not everybody is into smoking out their lower lash line, but I personally like to do it. But if you don't, you could just not do it or do it in whatever way you feel comfortable. And now I'm just going to take a small fluffy brush and the shade Peridot and just sort of blend it all, and I'll also run through all the colours again just to make sure I'm happy with their blend as well. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. All I'm going to do now is use a little bit of my NYX Epic Ink Liner just along the lash line so that my lashes blend in a bit better. I'm going to use the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara, and then I think I'm going to use my Isla Nicole Guerrero lashes, and yeah, I'll come back when that's all done because I don't really want to do it on camera. Okay, so lashes are on and headband is out. My hair looks crazy, but let's just ignore that. These lashes, I really like them. They're very fluttery, very pretty. I'm starting to like this eye look. I just think that lashes really pull it all together. It's not blended perfectly, but that's my fault. It's not the palette. I've used this palette a few times before and it blends really well. In terms of lips, I'm a little bit torn. I could go for the Soph lipstick in the shade Syrup, which is sort of a nudie brown that I feel like a lot of people will go for. Or I can go for this sort of like grey colour from the Revolution lip kits that they used to do. I don't think this is available anymore, but this is the shade Treason. So I think what I'm going to do is put this one on and see what it looks like, and then put this one on because I want to see what this one looks like. Okay, so that is the Soph lipstick in the shade Syrup. It is a nice colour. I think it goes quite well with the eye look. It's not matte, which is quite nice because my lips are so dry right now. So this colour is probably better for them. Yeah, I like this one. I think this would go quite nicely, but I am just going to take it off and try this one on. Okay, I am kind of feeling this lip colour. I know this isn't for everybody, but I quite like it. So yeah, there we go, that is this finished look. I will just zoom you in quickly one last time to see the eyes. Okay, so there are the eyes. I think the colours are stunning. That peridot shade is so unique, and actually all the colours are quite unique. I feel like for somebody who wears green eyeshadow quite a lot, I don't have these shades in my collection already, so I really like it, and they blended so nicely. I'm just such a fan of this palette, I definitely recommend it. That is everything for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Please go and check out Charlie Betty Beauty. Her link will be in the description box. And let me know if you pick it up, let me know what you think of it. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.